welcome in everybody to another episode of the Brett Allen Show, brought to you by C-Suite Radio. Thanks for watching and tuning in. And we are talking Bel-Air on Peacock right now. I've been looking forward to this conversation for a minute. We were talking to one of the stars, Jordan L. Jones, who plays the infamous Jazz in this retelling, this reinvention of such an iconic show. Jordan, welcome in, my friend. It's great to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, man. For real. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Well, this show is a banger, unbelievable. All the episodes that we've gotten so far have just been phenomenal. And I know that you've been doing a lot of press and talking about this show. So I kind of want to take a different approach because everybody I know is talking about your character and playing Jazz. And are we going to see the Carlton? I mean, just kind of like all those questions. How does it feel to be part of such an iconic universe? I mean, it just has to feel amazing.
Dude, I mean, it feels literally a dream come true, man. I mean, Fresh Prince is my favorite show. Like, it's just always on MTV, VH1. It was a show that was done airing really when I was growing up. So it's my favorite show through syndication. That's how good the show is, man.
Yeah.
Every single character is just embedded in me from the original. And I mean, it is just honestly a pleasure to be a part of this journey. I'm gonna be honest. When I first got the audition, you're just thinking like Fresh Prince reboot. Like, how can we do? Like, no way. There's no way we can do this. And then I finally read the script and I remembered the trailer from 2019. I was like, oh, this is Morgan Cooper. I remember this.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me go ahead and do it. So, fast forward and the rest is history. And now I'm Jazz. It's great, but I mean, it's been an honor to play this role and bring my own spin to it. And I mean, as you can see, like the basis of the show is not the same. It's a dramatic retelling. It's not a reboot. Yeah. It's a completely different show. So the fact that we can, in a way, to be a part of history, change history, and the fact that it's good, and people are like, okay, let me check it out. This is the reboot, is whatever it's called. Let me see, and to check it out and be like, oh my God, I gotta watch the next episode. That's a dream come true to me.
That's how I felt about it. And interestingly enough, for those who aren't aware, you mentioned 2019. I think it started the concept, like some viral video on YouTube of somebody had put something together differently, but really kind of as a concept of this show and how it could be a dramatic series. And one thing led to another.
I mean, that was not to interrupt. That was the director and showrunner of this whole show, Morgan. That was his trailer with just different.
Yeah.
It was a whole concept video that he had, and people didn't know if it was going to be a movie or what it was going to be. And Will Smith saw it and picked up on it. Was like, yes, we need to do this.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think it works really well as a dramatic telling. I mean, because if you think about the very visceral level of the story, it makes perfect sense that it could be dramatic because honestly, you have a kid who is having some trouble. One thing leads to another. He has a rich aunt and uncle that live in Beverly Hills. Mom doesn't know what to do. So, I'm sending you to your aunt and uncle in Bel-Air, and as funny as the original series was, I really enjoy this as a drama because you do such an amazing job, Jordan, and just really all of it is so good. And the response has been phenomenal, right? I mean, people are just eating it up.
Yes, I mean, kind of like you said, it's so weird because not that I have no words, it's just crazy. I think that I tell my friends this all the time that I do a lot of acting and I'm a part of like a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, it's work. It's work. You have to get up, you have to go do your job, you have to go home, and it's great when your friends support you and be like, yeah, my friend is in this, and they support me, and then like when I'm off the screen, they turn it off. This is completely different. This is like, oh, I'm watching this show Bel-Air, and my friend happens to be on it. And that's a way better compliment. Like, my uncle was even like, yo, I was watching the show. I forgot you was even in this. Like, you popped up on the snap. Like, that's my nephew. So I think I'm just privileged and honored in a way just to be a part of something that's just so good. And also when I talk about work, I think like our chemistry and everything like on set, man. I mean, I think that is the craziest thing. People are like, oh my God, you guys' chemistry on screen is so good. It's like, yeah, we actually hang out. Like I just got off the phone with Jabari before this interview. Like, like on some just like just random, like just talking, like as boys. And we've all gotten so close to like close with each other, the whole entire cast and crew.
Yeah.
And it's not like on some like, Morgan or Will sets up an event on Saturday, so we have to go there. No, like we are attached. We want to hang out, and that shows on screen. So just to be a part of something in a way that people didn't think could be done, and not only that, but it like doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
The days where I'm not shooting, there's a lot of days I come up to set anyway. And my mom was like, if you go to work on your day off, it's really not a job. If you go, usually on your day off, you take your day off. So
Yeah,
this whole experience.
especially as sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. There was a
Very
bit
good.
of delay. Especially as an actor, we're going to throw up a photo here. This is kind of, we'll let people see here. I mean, this is just so fantastic. You guys fit this role. Let's show people one more time how fantastic it is. Did you get a chance to connect with Jazz a little bit before you filmed this? Or I know Will was obviously involved quite a bit. Did he and some of the other cast connect with you? I had seen some videos of some of the cast connecting and just sort of, going, wow, this is so great to see such a timeless story be retold in such a special way.
Yeah, I think the best thing was getting support from the original cast, because we look up to them. Like I watch you guys all the time. It's just like, do y'all like us?
Sure.
But Jazzy Jeff, I talked to him, and I think the best advice he gave, and not to be cliche, was just to do me, just to be me. At the end of the day, when I'm on set, I'm not on set like trying to tap in and figure out how did Jazzy Jeff do this, and because honestly, it's completely two different scripts. Like this is completely dramatized. Even my character is a little different. My character is more of like a confidant. I tell Jabari this all the time. I'm more of like a Jiminy Cricket to Will Smith, and the swag and everything is still there, but the characters and the depth that I have is deeper than the original, which is okay. Like it was a sitcom, so when you first walk in and you see Jazz, question like, okay, what's his storyline and where does he come from, and like, you don't question that because in real life Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff are friends, so you're just like, oh yeah, like this is great. You're not asking questions. It's a comedy, it's a sitcom. This is more like, okay, this is how they met, why are they friends, and this is for every single character. So in talking, he gave me a lot of like, little things to take along the way with me, on this journey. But he was like, dude, be yourself. Like, just be yourself. And I mean, that's, in a way, that's how I got the audition. Of course, embedded in me subconsciously, I have DJ Jazzy Jeff and how he acts and all that stuff. But
sure,
I'm just trying to bring myself to the role. And in bringing myself, I create this new Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, on the television show too, I think he was kind of like sort of a comic relief a little bit, to sort of lighten the mood, particularly when there was heavy moments in the show, or when the two Aunt Vivian switched and there was the old one and then the new one, just kind of like some really funny moments. But you just bring so much depth and texture to the character, Jordan. It's just really good. I found myself becoming quite emotional a lot of different times when watching this, and I'm excited. Like I could see this thing lasting for quite some time, because you guys are just knocking it out of the park. One last question, Jordan, what was it that interested you in becoming a storyteller? If I understand, your family sort of was part of the business anyway, right? So was it a natural transition for you to become an actor, or did you like maybe go, nah, I'm not interested, and go a different direction for a while? Or was it a no-brainer for you to go, hey, I can see how this works?
In high school, I was a class clown. And literally, I would be in trouble all the time, kicked out of class, just for cracking jokes and like untimely things that are funny and just messing up the class. And we all grew up playing sports, or in high school. So I like wanted to be a basketball player. I knew that wasn't gonna work out. And I auditioned for my first commercial. I was in 11th grade, and like my first commercial I ever auditioned for, because my mom was just like, let's try it out. And I was like, okay. And I got the commercial. So I was like, man, I'm good at this. I can be myself. Like the camera doesn't like scare me, all this stuff. So when I went to UNC though, it was just hard to like do the manager agent thing, because you have class, you have auditions, you have class, you have finals. So like if you get an audition and they're like, you have an audition tomorrow at 3, and I'm like, well, I can't do that. Like I have a schedule already, so it's just hard to do that. But while I was in college, I'm doing stuff on Snapchat, like, being funny, and everybody just kept reassuring me, and they're like, dude, you gotta be on TV, you gotta do entertainment, you gotta do this, you're so funny, you're this. And I was like, honestly, I mean, so everybody can't just be saying this. So when I graduated USC, I got like a production assistant job, PA job, and trying to do auditions, that was hard too, because I was working from like 6 in the morning to like 6 p.m.
Oh yeah, that's a tough job being a
Oh,
PA. That's no joke.
yeah.
I've
And
done it before. It's like, yeah, that's a tough
yeah,
job,
it's like,
depending on what
scrubbing
you're doing.
trailers. You're doing all the kind of dirty work, man. I respect all PAs, seriously. And in doing this, um, and doing that one day, I just was like, I quit. I can't do this. I really want to do this acting thing. And I know that I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And my mom, she's an actress. Shout out my mom, Tosha Story. She's in Tyler Perry's The Oval. She's also in
Yes.
Young and Restless. But she's also really supportive. But she didn't want me to act, really, because just of the journey. It's a very hard, long journey, and it doesn't pan out the way, because everybody wants to be an actor and everybody's talented. It has nothing to do with that. This is the profession of no. Like, this is the profession where you get no's or don't hear back from people, and it has nothing to do with your talent. So she didn't want that to kill my ego or anything. But, when you have a purpose and you feel like you're supposed to do something, you're going to do it. You truly are going to do it. And I think that that's kind of what pushed me forward to really quit my job and be like, hey, I'm really going to do this. And I got a manager, like through a friend of a friend and his mom. I got a manager, and they put me on stuff. And now the rest is history.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? It's an overnight success that's taken years to get to,
Yeah,
and a PA job is tough. I mean, you could be standing at the end of a road blocking traffic. You could be, bringing food to somebody's trailers. You could be wrangling extras. It's a tough job, but it's kind of a gateway for people to get into the business. Because once you start working as a PA, that you just kind of move from one job to another. But everybody has that, desire to become an actor. And you're right, there's talent and there's all of that, but there's also something I think that separates you and others who have success from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes a difference. Amazing job, my friend. This is just such a great show. Bel-Air on Peacock. Be sure to check it out. Jordan L. Jones, who plays the iconic Jazz. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, dog, for real. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.